I am Sham and I'm back with a brand new track, and one of my buddies was mentioning seeing a military train, meaning military equipment, vehicles, stuff of that nature, and it kind of triggered out a story, a memory about one of my experiences, another intense moment, countless stories, living that hobo lifestyle now for several years. Here we go. Train hopped from LA to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, except it was a little bit more north of Fort Worth, and it's called the BNSF Alliance Yard. More specifically, Hazlet, Texas, not to be confused with Alliance, Nebraska. Ended up, as usual, hopping out before the yard because a lot of times trains will stop before entering for clearance and other issues. But the crappy thing was that it was more of like a rural area, and in terms of trying to explore Dallas-Fort Worth area, I didn't have the funds to do like an Uber or Lyft because public transit didn't extend that far out, which is a bit of foreshadowing in terms of trying to catch up, because to go further north, less options. Yeah, I would have had to used some sort of transit, and again, paid for it. I didn't have those funds. Anyways, hang out there for a couple days, and when I decide to catch out, the only route I can take, it's going to take 5 miles. I'm carrying my entire life. I'm carrying everything I need to survive, so it is heavy. Not to mention that road only makes sense for railroad workers to take. Like, there is nothing out there. Start walking, very foggy night as well, no sidewalk. I'm walking on the side of the streets, railroad workers are passing, and I'm thinking, they know exactly what is up. I hope things don't get more complicated. I'm trying to use the cover of darkness. And finally, when I get to railroad offices, BNSF, I see rail police parked on their property. And I'm just hoping, please, nobody be in that car, nobody spot me. Turns into a service road, walk even more, and now I'm like a couple hours in, and I sort of just overlook this yard, absolutely massive. Keep walking, and I notice that there's a helicopter on the complete opposite side of the yard over the intermodal facility where they're storing containers, and I'm thinking it's because of thefts. They just want to have more of a presence there. Continue walking down the service road, and boom, I come upon that long string of military vehicles. Keep walking because I want to get to the other side of the yard where the throat is, which is going to lead north into Kansas City and Chicago. Keep walking, and again, that helicopter I notice is still on the very far side of the yard. And all of a sudden I hear a noise, and boom, helicopter flies over me into the yard, and I do my best to duck between the cars of those military equipment. Once it goes past me, wait a minute or two, and then continue walking down that service dirt road. But I notice after a couple minutes on my left, coming into the yard through the service road entries and stuff like that, is 2 SUVs just racing. So I'm just running because I see a fork in the road ahead, intersection, and I dive into the deep brush. A couple minutes later, SUVs go to that very fork intersection. One goes one way, one goes the other, and now I'm stuck in the middle. Guy gets out, starts using his flashlight to go over the military equipment, and I'm like, can't be here all day, can't be here all night. And I start kind of wrestling my way through this heavy vegetation to try to go around one of the SUVs that's parked on the side which I want to catch out from. Get all the way around them, but I'm still visible. It's like, after a while, you got to accept the reality of the situation. So I make my way to the throat, which is on the north side, again, heading up to KC, Chicago. And luckily enough, an intermodal train is pulling out of their facility and getting on the main lines. I hop on, and I'm like, you know what? I have a sense that it's going to go where I want, hoping wishing all that stuff. I get on, and sure enough, I end up in Chicago, which is ultimately where I wanted to go, but it's definitely one of the more intense situations I've had. I tell people, I discourage people from going to that yard. It's just like, come on now. That is it. So, countless stories again, and this is just one of the many.